inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, and here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between
kick your whole ass, ho.
And the New Orleans Saints. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
The fuck? I didn't pick that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, Whitman.
That's bullshit.
Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings 1st down.
That's bullshit. That nigga teleported.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come here, ho.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Whitman. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Pull my ball, ho. Pull my fucking ball, ho.
Short of the first by a few yards. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It was only
pull my fucking ball, ho.
Last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down.
Sorry ass punt.
Team at about the 40-yard line. At their own 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Carter eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Carter now to throw on second down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carter. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Carter. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Carter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
He's on the rough monkey good. Weak ass nigga.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Oh, ass nigga.
Lutz to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. 20-yard line. First down. It's Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run the counter. Gibson. And not a whole lot doing there as they're getting up to about the 28-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And it's 3rd down.
Hold my ball, ho.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind.
Hold my ball, ho. Trash ass nigga.
Loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And not his best effort there as this one's
that nigga trying to cheat.
just outside of the 40-yard line.
The 44-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the counter, here's Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Vikings nothing.
On 2nd down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down inside. 20. Touchdown.
Weak ass nigga.
Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first
fuck
down.
start. Sick ass nigga.
And again this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard They were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Whitman, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line and pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
On my ball.
He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. I was just about to say an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They start the drive on the ground.
Oh, come on, bro. You're not getting that tackle.
A gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Carter. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Carter. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. But he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Carter on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Carter. Looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Carter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Incomplete.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
Just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years,
there he goes left side.
What the fuck?
In for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground.
Straight
or
bullshit.
the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
The final shot before break. Whitman, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So we've reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carter. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Back to throw is Carter on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Running with Kamara. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Carter looking to throw on second down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Whitman. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Saints' 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Whitman. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Past the 20. 10. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return. And a Saint touchdown.
Let's get back on track, man.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return.
Let's get back on track.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Once with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game.
To kick off for New Orleans.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first down, it's Gibson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
On my ball.
He's taken down here by the Saints.
On my ball, hey.
Good job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to
Boy, that's stupid.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, you're in trouble now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Come on, dog.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run. This is Kamara. Big gain by fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
On the play leads to 2nd and goal at the Vikings 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run for it with Martin. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag. And
all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by
Game time.
there's never a good place
Game time.
Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
Bitch ass nigga.
Red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Try to pound it in, Kamara.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Game
What you're trying to do
time.
is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Oh, come on, man. It's a touchdown.
Down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
Now Carter, gonna throw on 3rd and goal. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory.
Boy, that's some bullshit.
At the 5. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Whitman will get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio
trash,
Gibson, the intended target, and it's third down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Whitman.
No, sir.
It's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, my ball.
Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Whitman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Game time. Game time.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. The CD, I know, is
It's just his second year in the league as a quarterback.
Oh, ass nigga.
When he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Jonathan Allen.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up
Man, that's
this game.
dumbass tackle.
Not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking long for Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive.
Oh, pick that!
Relatively quick manner. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Whitman.
That shit out of here, nigga.
Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50 that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Carter now. Off play action. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Carter to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On first and 10, Whitman. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Back to throw. Whitman. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Whitman. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw on second down, Whitman. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's gone through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first. And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. To throw again, Whitman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was defense take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half of the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether